from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Carr now to throw. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? You know, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Carr again. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Divine Diablo there to make the stop. Second and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Hardman. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Carr. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jayon Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And got his man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Carr. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Pass incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr to throw again. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles about the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And Cook has it left side. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On play action, it's Mahomes. Dance, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. This is White. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On first down, Mahomes. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Mahomes now on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
2nd and 8 coming up. Right back to Drake. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Here's a diving catch right side. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second down and 4, Mahomes. It's complete to Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Mahomes now on first down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Mahomes throw complete there to Moore. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. It's complete to Drake. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Carr. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. A lone second remains now in this third quarter. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. On play action, it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of it.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Flushed out right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Mahomes to throw once more. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible. Try and throw it.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Butker is on target as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Play action to Drake. Now Carr. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Carlson is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This fielded right at the goal line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Again, he finds more. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Max Crosby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. The 40. The 20.
One play at a time. Here we go.
And he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He finds his man complete. It's Cook. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Mahomes going to throw. And the Raiders have got him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches